Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna do another set of ABG calculations because we're gonna have an exam this coming next week. So again, I'm not an expert in this one, but again, we're gonna try to solve the ABG values and kind of interpret like what it means, when it comes to like how it affects the body. So I wrote down on the right side the normal values that is expected in a person, right? So the normal pH again is 7.35 to 7.45. Partial oxygen is 80 to 100 mmHg. PCO2 is 35 to 45. And HCO3, which is the bicarb, is 22 to 26 milliequivalent per liter. And then normal SaO2 is 95 to 100. Again, if it's below than that. So this one, again, would tell you if somebody's experiencing hypoxia, right? Like lack of oxygen or decreased oxygen levels. So this is how, because again, this is like the thing that you have to maintain so that the person can breathe properly. Again, if somebody has a COPD condition, it's going to be lower than 95. And they're able to like still breathe in normally because their body is used to like the high levels of CO2. So again, if you give somebody with COPD more oxygen, it's gonna give them more problems instead. So ABG calculation, I wrote down 3 problems that we're gonna try to solve. I didn't really try to solve this one prior to making this video, so if I messed up, again, let me know, what's the correct answer, but hopefully I should be able to like answer it correctly. So alright, so we're gonna go over the values that we're given in number 1. So we have for pH is 7.28. We're gonna do tic-tac-toe on this one. Against our professor didn't like it because it doesn't really help you analyze what's going on. Because again, if it's below normal, it's going to be acidic. And again, it's above normal level it's going to be basic. So since our normal for pH is 7.35 to 7.45, 7.28 is going to be on the acidic side. So I put this one on the left side of normal, so it's 7.28 over here. Alright, so the next value would be the PaCO2, and the given one is 50. So that's going to be acidic also, because again, when it comes to PaCO2, if it's above the level, it's going to be acidic, and then if it's lower than 35, it's going to be basic. So it's kind of inversely proportional. So for this one, I'm going to write down, I'm going to switch this one to pH. And then our PaCO2 is also on the acidic side. Alright, the last, the bicarb that we have is HCO3, and it's equal to 24. So our bicarb is between 22 to 26, so it's normal. So I'm going to put HCO3 over here as normal. So to interpret this one, so if the pH and PaCO2 are both acidic and they're inversely related, so the person is experiencing a respiratory acidosis. Because the pH is acidic and then the PaCO2 is also acidic. So they're inversely, because like as the pH goes down, the PaCO2 goes up, and it's respiratory because it affects the respiratory system. The thing that we know if it's going to be uncompensated, partially compensated, or fully compensated is the pH value. Uh, if its pH value is normal, if it's over here, it means it's fully compensated. If the other component, which over here is HCO3, is normal, and it means that it's uncompensated because that factor over here, or that value, is not doing anything to correct the imbalance. So since our HCO3 is still within normal, we're gonna say it's uncompensated respiratory acidosis. But if the HCO3 is more on the basic side, we're gonna say it's partially compensated because it tries to correct the acidity or the acidic level to bring it back to normal. So the correct answer for number 1 is uncompensated respiratory acidosis. Alright, again, let me know if you have a better technique to actually solve the problem. If you're using the room method or something else, or marching band. Alright, we're proceeding to number 2. Alright, so the given in number 2 is, again, I'm gonna go the Alright, so for number 2, our pH is 7.45. So our pH is like borderline basic and normal, so but it's still within normal, so I'll put pH as normal over here. And then PaCO2 is 50. So it's above, and it's going to be acidic. Because again, pH and PaCO2 are inversely related. So one goes down, one goes up, and so on and so forth. Alright, we're going to put PaCO2 is acidic because it's 50. And then last will be our HCO3. Oh no, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. So I'm going to just box this one, because I was looking at the first one again. So avoid confusion. So pH again is normal. Our PaCO2 is 30. It's basic because it's below 35. So PaCO2, and then our bicarb is 26. It's within normal. It's CO3. Alright, so for this one, they're both normal, the pH and bicarb, and the PaCO2 is... No, this is tricky, because the pH is normal, but it's borderline basic. Because like if you look at this one, it's like leaning towards on 7.45. So I would say respiratory alkalosis and then since the bicarb is within normal, I would say uncompensated. Alright, so my answer for number 2 is uncompensated respiratory alkalosis. Because again, the pH is borderline normal on the basic side. PaCO2 is below 35, which is basic. And the bicarb is within normal range, but borderline also, borderline basic. So, alright, so that's the answer, uncompensated respiratory alkalosis. Alright, for our last problem of given values, I'm just gonna erase this one first. Okay, so we have, I'm gonna box this one also. to avoid mixing up stuff. Alright, so acidosis, normal, and then basic. Alright, so pH value for the third question is 7.38. So this one is normal. So pH is normal. Our PaCO2 is 40, which is normal also. PaCO2. And then our bicarb is 24, is normal. Alright, so again, it makes sense now. So all of this are normal, so the answer is this one. The person is in normal condition. No metabolic issue. Alright, so again, I'm gonna post right now an example of symptoms of respiratory acidosis, and then just try to read that one over here. Again, because our last exam for what deals pathophysiology is about respiratory system. So this one is gonna be most likely gonna be asked during the exam. Alright, so respiratory acidosis, and then this next one is gonna be a signs and symptoms if somebody is experiencing a respiratory alkalosis and what to look for as a nurse or healthcare professional. Alright, so give you time for that. And again, that's it, guys. So again, thank you for watching. Again, I'm also learning too as a student, but again, we're gonna try to help out each other. Alright, thanks for watching. Alright, take care.